Hey everybody, welcome back to Gooseberry Homestead. So, I would just like to say that I already wish that spring was here and that we were already into the next season of growing stuff in the yard and whatnot. I really miss the warmer weather, but that's okay. That we need these seasons, and that's how life is. It mimics creation. So let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on in the greenhouse here, and we'll go ahead and start over here to the left, and I'll show you what's going on here with my little tiny pots that is in here, and I'll show you how I've rearranged some of the things in the greenhouse. And I still haven't gotten the gooseberries out of here, so those are still here. So in the yellow pots I have grape hyacinth planted, and then in this pink pot I have seeds for wild rose, and then the lemon mint is in the back pink section, and I got an olive herb here that I rooted, and then right here again is grape hyacinth, and I've moved them all to this side, so they're near the door now, and that's how they're looking. Down here are some twigs stuck in the ground and a weed, and there's a variety of different things going on in this pot. We've got rosemary, a weed right there, and then I've got three, one little tiny one there, that's elderberry, and then I think these are goji berry stems, which most likely are dead. Let's just be honest, but we'll just see what spring brings. Right here I've got some star jasmine, and they still look alive, and that's from a few months ago, so it looks like they possibly did root, which is really great. And then I've got some things in pots here, and we'll just see what comes up in the spring. And then I've got some gooseberries stuck into the ground here, and then I've got my stinging nettles back in the corner. So that's how those are doing. They're still alive, but they are dying back, so very normal for this time of year. Then down on the bottom again, that is the gooseberries are all along the bottom on this side, and I was gonna move them out of the greenhouse, and I don't know, I don't think it's gonna matter whether I keep them in the greenhouse or if I move them out into the yard. The only reason why they're still got green leaves on them now is because I do have them in the greenhouse, and but they are dying back. So, and then I've got this back here, I've got gooseberry seeds in that. They may or may not sprout in the spring, so we'll just have to wait. And of course a lot of green moss. So the moss just seems to grow on everything up here in the Pacific Northwest. So down here, this is how the St. John's wort is looking. So we've got a lot of dieback on the leaves there, totally normal. White mulberry. This pot right here has the little plant that is the American blueberry. Now I got the seeds in Germany and they stated American blueberry, so I have no idea really, honestly. I mean, come on, American blueberry is so generic, but you know, whatever. I'm excited to see what kind of blueberries I get from it, so that's all good. Then in this pot here, I do have blueberries in this pot here, and it does look like I've got some rooting that has happened, and so I'm hoping for the best in the spring. Now I've got in these three pots along here, I've got nut tree seeds, I've got hazelnut on the far left or right, and then I've got pecans in the middle, and then right here I have almonds. They may or may not, you know, sprout. So if I get trees, yay. If I don't, no big deal. I can always buy trees later. Not a big deal. I'm just doing it for the fun of it. Then back here, the tomatoes done. The little tomatoes on the branch actually froze, and they're all squishy, and so they're not gonna ripen. They're done. They're like little water balloons. So yeah, they're done, and that's not gonna make it. This is probably not going to make it either. It's already, the leaves have already wilted a lot, but I'm going to leave it in here anyways. And this is the Cape Gooseberry, or they also call it goldenberry. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens with it throughout the winter. But the leaves are all wilty on it, and pretty sure it's spent. It's done. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. Then over here on this side, the lemon verbena, and you can tell the cold weather has been taking a toll on the leaves, but having it in the greenhouse has really helped. That's how all of my lemon verbena is looking. So there's that. So I just want to clarify, because I've had somebody asking, I think, to purchase my gooseberries, and the thing is I don't understand their language, so I apologize first and foremost. But I only sell locally. I don't generally send stuff over the mail unless it's a clipping, and the person would have to be willing to, you know, like pay for the shipping. I don't think I can ship overseas. I'm not sure what the regulations are for shipping, you know, out of the States. So I apologize, but at this point in time, I really only feel comfortable if somebody purchases locally from me. And so we'll just keep it at that. So yeah, anyways, moving on. So let's see how the strawberries are doing. This one right here, I've moved everything around. These pots were quite heavy on my little racks here. So I figured out a way to hang them. So I've got them hanging on this one, and that back bar creates a nice little stable spot for it, so it doesn't move around. It's awesome. And then it's in the middle joint on this, so that's really nice. So this one is the bubbleberry in this pot here, and then in this top one is the let's see, this one is the Parisian. So this one has the pink leaves, looking really good. And I may possibly even have a strawberry developing. So there's that. We'll just have to wait and see how everything goes in the greenhouse. Then right here is the Pharisis. So they're doing really, really good. Now, I had trimmed back 2 weeks ago all of the dead or dying leaves and gave all the new growth that's going to be coming on a chance to come through, and just have the plant focus on those. But since it's cooler, it's going to take a little bit more time, which is totally all right. All right, and then this one here, this one is the Lauren, and primarily there's just one here and there, and it looks like possibly this one looks like it might actually be alive. You guys, check that out. There we go. There's some green there, right here. So it looks like that one might have survived. I thought I killed it, so we'll just have to wait and see. I don't know if anything's going to be happening with this one here, so we'll just have to wait and see, and just keep an eye out for new growth and that sort of thing on this. But it looks like this one right here is alive, so that's good news. But I'm not too overly concerned with the Laurens. They're not really one of my favorites, so if they don't make it, I'm okay with it. I did order some strawberry seeds. I don't know when I'm gonna get them. On Amazon, I ordered, I can't remember what it's called, but when I get it, I'll share the information with you guys. So I may end up just getting rid of the Laurens and planting those strawberry seeds in this pot in the spring. All right, so moving forward, here is my container that's got, or the containers that have the pine berries in these sections here. It's kind of covered by the, yeah, they're not getting very much sunlight back under there, but they're still getting a little bit. It's only temporary. Okay, got some strawberries here, and then this is the sage back here. Some of it may make it, some of it may not. We'll just have to wait and see. Weeds are doing good here. More things stuck in the ground over here. I'm thinking these are, oh goodness, I'm thinking they're the Crandall currants, and then I've got a stick, and then these are rosemary, and then some more pine berries. And in this container right here, I have pine berries and some, it's either cutting celery, I think it's cutting celery that stayed in the pot somehow, came back from the roots. And over here in this pot, again, this is where the Laurens are. This is chives, and then I've got some little bits here and there in the pot. These are I'm wanting to say not cilantro, but they are parsley. And then up here I've got my Swiss chard, and it is the rainbow Swiss chard. And then I've got, and this one is the Fresca strawberry plants. So I still have a few of those, so I'm hoping for good things in the spring. I've got a few plants still in here, so that's good. And having them in the greenhouse will ensure they're that they live through the winter, and I won't have any more die off. But I won't make that mistake again of fertilizing. And I'm gonna hurry up here because my battery's about ready to die. My phone does not like the cold, so I'm gonna try to go ahead and get this done here. Down at the very bottom, my pear tree still has all of its leaves. I'll squat down here. So my pear still has all of its leaves, looking good. And this is the peach, cling free. Don't know. Yeah, it's doing good. I do know it's doing good. Down here, this is where the fig seeds are. So I'm hoping for a fig tree in spring. And then these are currants, Crandall currants, and these ones are down here are the elderberries. And then back in the corner, I've got some more gooseberries. This is the big variety, the giant big round gooseberries. And then back here is another mulberry tree, and it's still alive. The stem, I can tell just by looking at it from here. And that's going good. And I've got some more gooseberries back in the corner back here. And then avocado pit. Pretty sure if it makes it through the winter out here in the greenhouse and comes up in the spring, you guys, I will let you know, because it's cold. And if it survives the winter like this, I'm definitely going to be keeping it in the greenhouse from now on. And then right here is some more rainbow Swiss chard. And that pretty much wraps it up, you guys. Everything's looking good. I've got things that are dying back. I'm going to leave the Cape gooseberry like this and see what happens. See if it completely dies. And then I'll probably be leaving the tomatoes alone too. I still have like one little tiny tomato right down there in the bottom that's still alive and looking kind of okay. So that's pretty much it, you guys. Thanks for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe, and click that bell button. And as always, have a wonderful day, and God bless. Bye.